going on, everybody? What is going on? How are you all doing so far? It is yours truly, Brother Ricky, and I am happy to be here with you all on P Stars Radio. Man, it's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Very beautiful Saturday, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling awesome. I'm feeling excellent. I'm feeling all the feels right now. All of it, all right? All of it. And I hope you guys are doing great for yourself as well. Anyways, how are you guys doing so far? Are you guys doing good? Are you guys doing great? Are you guys doing excellent? I would hope, all right? I would hope it's the latter. If not, I hope throughout the day it gets better, right? Because I want to make sure that everybody is having a decent day at least, right? I mean, that's what I'm hoping. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day so far. You already know what I'm here for. I'm here to do what I'm gonna do. Dive deep into the realm, or should I say the multiverse of sports, right? Because that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. I'm talking football, basketball. I'm mostly gonna get into. I'm mostly going to get into football now. Well, football and basketball, but I get into a little bit of soccer here. We are entering into the World Cup series for soccer, the 2026 World Cup. So I will be getting into that sometime. Excuse me. I will be getting into that sometime in the later dates, maybe the next couple of weeks. I'm also getting into what else? UFC, or not UFC specifically, but boxing. I don't know if you guys are aware, okay? I don't know if you're aware, but there is an upcoming match coming between Gervonta Davis, right? So you got Gervonta Davis, who will be going up against Jake Paul, all right? So you got these two guys that are going to be going at it, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, either December or next month. I'm not exactly sure when, but it's going to be either December or November, where Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis will be going head-to-head, toe-to-toe, fist-to-fist against each other in the upcoming, I think, 2 months or next month. But I'm here for that, but I'll be getting into that as well. But again, for now, for today, I'm going to be diving deep into basketball and the NFL. So I want to start with this. The preseason is now over, all right? So the preseason is over, and I'm talking about the NBA here, all right? So the preseason for the NBA is over. I believe should have been over last night, okay? So last night the preseason came to an end. You got to see a lot of good stuff, right? A lot of the players coming back. Not everybody, right? Not a lot of the not a lot of the big names that you'll probably hear of in the NBA were playing throughout the preseason, but you had some of them that were playing throughout the preseason, right? But again, the preseason is over, and now we are about to step right in to the regular season of the NBA. And man, oh man, I'm going to put this prediction in right now. All right? I'm going to put this prediction in right now, and I'm going to say, for those of you who don't know, by the way, your boy's a Golden State Warriors fan, all right? Your boy is a Warriors fan, and my predictions are going in right now. The Warriors are going to take it all the way this year. I am calling it, all right? So listen, follow me here. You already know we got Curry. We got Jimmy, right? Jimmy did a lot. Jimmy contributed a lot when he got traded during free agency for last season, up until the playoffs where we ultimately lost. And we all can understand why we lost, right? I'm sure we can all understand why we lost. But again, Jimmy contributed a whole lot. All right, he contributed a whole lot to the Warriors, at least in my book, in terms of allowing us to make it all the way to the playoffs, where unfortunately, right, unfortunately, we couldn't make it all the way because of the absence of Curry and him being injured. But we have Jimmy. Who else do we have? We have Al Horford, right? Al Horford, who just came out of the Boston Celtics. We have, who else? Of course, you got Draymond, a vet, right? A lot of people keep, going at his age and him being old. Man, I get that out of here. But we got Draymond. We got who else? We got Seth, right? Seth is joining the group, right? We got the Curry brothers playing side by side, right? So hopefully he can contribute some to the Warriors as well, okay? But we got Seth Curry. Who else? We got who else? We got DeAnthony Melton. You got this guy coming into the Warriors. Listen, I think we got what it takes. I genuinely think the Warriors have what it takes. We definitely have what it takes to make it all the way, all right? So I can already hear it, right? I can hear it, but I can't hear it at the same time. A lot of you guys are probably looking at me, and you're probably thinking I'm crazy, right? I'm crazy because the OKC Thunder is going to be a challenge for us, or, the Los Angeles Lakers are going to be some kind of a challenge to us as well. Man, I don't care about none of that. You got the Denver Nuggets, which, again, a lot of these guys, don't get me wrong, a lot of these guys playing on these teams as well, they got some really talented players on their group. I can't lie, all right? I can't deny that. But nonetheless, all right, nonetheless, I still think that we have what it takes to take it all the way. But that's just me, all right? That's just me. You might think differently, all right? You might think differently, but that's just me. But again, all right, preseason is over, okay? Preseason is over, and we are about to step into the week of regular season this upcoming week on Tuesday night, where we will have our tip-off, all right? So tip-off will happen Tuesday night, okay? And the matches for Tuesday night are going to be the Rockets, okay? The Houston Rockets going up against our recent NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunders, okay? So the Rockets will go up against the Thunders at 7:30 p.m. on tip-off opening night. And then we have the Warriors, my group, all right? My group, the Warriors, will be going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, okay? And so, like I brought up before, Rockets, Lakers, 10 p.m. And I believe for this matchup, okay, for this matchup between the Rockets, not the Rockets, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Warriors, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that LeBron will be sitting out. Will be sitting out for that opening night matchup between the Lakers and the Warriors. Now, I can't recall what the reason is. I think it has something to do with like a nerve. I think LeBron is having like a nerve injury around his legs. I don't know. To me, it sounds like, I don't know. It kind of sounds like an excuse. I don't know what for, but it's some weird injury that LeBron has that's causing him to miss tip-off for the start of the regular season. Again, I'm not exactly sure 100% what it is, but that's what I'm seeing so far in terms of LeBron missing the first matchup for the regular season, okay? But again, it's going to be the Warriors going up against the Lakers at 10 p.m. and then the Rockets going up against the Thunders at 7:30 p.m., all right? So I don't know about you guys, okay? I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, am ready for the regular season of the NBA to begin, all right? Not long after the regular season of the NBA starts, we all know that there's going to be that the NBA has implemented a new, how can I call this? The Emirates Cup, right? It's like a tournament, right? The NBA has implemented a tournament that they start doing, for the NBA, where the Emirates Cup is involved around, if I'm not mistaken, November or early December. All right. So it's like a group play-in tournament. Yes, that's the word, a tournament. All right. So the NBA has implemented a tournament in the NBA where there's going to be group play-ins. Right. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure if they've already set up the brackets or what it's going to look like in terms of, what group is going to be playing in Group A, B, or C for both the East and the West. I don't think they've already set that up just yet, considering we haven't even started the regular season. But we will see that, I believe, pretty soon, okay? So we will see that pretty soon. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember who won last year's NBA Emirates Cups. Hold on just a minute. Sorry. Who was it? 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 Okay. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, won the Emirates Cup 2024. Okay, so yeah. So the Milwaukee Bucks were the team that won last year's NBA Emirates Cups, all right? So they were the ones that won last year, and I believe the year before went to the Los Angeles Lakers, okay? So now that the NBA has implemented this into the NBA, it did seem a bit interesting to me. Granted, it's like a one-round knockout, right? As close as the closer you get to the finals of the Emirates Cup, it's like a one-round knockout. So it makes things a little bit more interesting, at least in my opinion. So again, I'm excited to see who's going to be the one to take again this year's 2025 NBA Emirates Cups. All right, I'm trying to see who's going to win it this year, but I'm not going to put my early predictions in for this. I'm not going to do that. The same way I did for the finals with the Warriors, I'm not going to do it this time for the Emirates Cup, all right? I'm going to just wait to see at least what the brackets look like, all right? But until then, I'll keep my predictions to myself, okay? But all right, so that's there for the Emirates Cup. And so I also want to bring up the fact too that Russell Westbrook has now exited out of free agency and will now be playing for the Sacramento Kings, okay? So Russell Westbrook has signed, I believe, a one-year contract with the Sacramento to play with the Sacramento Kings. Now, to a lot of people, including me, I'm not gonna lie, it's great that Russell Westbrook has found a team that he could play with for the season, but this is a bit confusing. I'm not gonna lie, considering the structure, because right now, the Sacramento Kings look like they have Keegan Murray, they have Zach LaVine, they have, I believe, Malik Monk, they have who else? I think that they have a stacked. They pretty much have a stacked roster, but I'm trying to. The confusing thing about it is how they're going to structure or how they're going to use Russell Westbrook in their rotation, right? In terms of their games, right? How they're going to use or implement putting Westbrook into the rotation for the regular season of the NBA. That's the confusing part. I don't know exactly which kind of role that Westbrook could play for the Sacramento Kings. So that's where I'm kind of stuck. At least the way that I'm seeing it. Hold on. Yeah, so they also have Dennis Schroeder as well. They have Dennis Schroeder who's playing in the Sacramento Kings. They have again Keegan Murray, Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, Isaiah Stevens. Like this, you're just trying to figure out. At least I'm trying to figure out how they're going to implement including Russell Westbrook into the rotation. It just seems, I don't know. I don't really know, but that's gonna be something to see. At least for me, I'm gonna be anticipating what they're gonna be doing with him during the regular season of the NBA. He's contributed. I think he's contributed a fair amount when he played for the Denver Nuggets, right? I think he's contributed a fair amount playing for the Denver Nuggets. Also, after leaving the Los Angeles Lakers, he's been doing his thing, right? So for his stats for last season, right? He came in with 13.3 points per game, right? 32.3% from the three-point line, 4.9 rebounds per game, and yeah, 27.9 minutes per game playing with the Denver Nuggets. So again, in my opinion, he's contributed to a fair amount to the Denver Nuggets, and I can't say that I expect a whole lot from him while he's playing for the Sacramento Kings. But again, we can only wait and see, right? We can only anticipate. Only time will tell, okay? Only time will tell. We'll just have to wait and see come the regular season of the NBA what Russell Westbrook is going to do in terms of his contribution to the Sacramento Kings. So I'm not going to count him out. I'm definitely not going to do that. We'll just have to wait and see, all right? But that's what it's looking like for Russell Westbrook. So I'm going to get into the NFL real fast. So I know I'm looking too deep into the Jacksonville Jaguars, just because I'm trying to see exactly what Travis Hunter is doing to keep the Jacksonville Jaguars pushing at least for a bracket in the playoff series, right? Because there's been a lot of hype, at least from what I've been seeing. There's been a lot of hype around guys like Travis Hunter, guys like Shooter Sanders, right? And I'm looking deep into guys like this to see exactly how far they're taking their respective teams, right? And so for the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're sitting at a 4-2 run, okay? So the Jacksonville Jaguars are sitting at a 4-2 run. They do have an upcoming game. Excuse me. They do have an upcoming game tomorrow, okay? So they have a game tomorrow, which will be taking place in London, okay? So their game will be in London tomorrow, going up against the Los Angeles Rams, okay? So they're going against the Los Angeles Rams, and I'm trying to see exactly where, because I think I have the same questions as a lot of the people that are also tuning into these games as well, is what it's going to look like in terms of the rotation for Travis Hunter. How are they going to use him, right, to play in tomorrow's game? Because they have him on the field alongside with Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence being their quarterback. I think they're trying to make or put a priority in trying to include Hunter in the offensive side of the game for their match tomorrow. They're trying to include him somehow in terms of offense for Travis Hunter, so he can contribute more so on the offensive side more than the defensive side. All right. So it says here Hunter has played 241 offensive snaps and 142 defensive snaps. So in terms of that, they're trying to find certain ways to keep him included, to make a lot of yard plays for the Jaguars, and of course ultimately help them defeat the LA Rams. But it's more so in terms of contribution to the offensive side of the field for the Jaguars. So I'm curious to see as to what they're gonna do with him during that respective matchup. But again, so far so far the Jaguars are, you know, they're doing better, or maybe not better, but in terms of like their last previous weeks, they're doing better in terms of keeping up with a lot of wins coming in. Again, they're a 4-2 run as of now for the regular season of the NFL. They're a 4-2 run, and so they will have their matchup again tomorrow with the Los Angeles Rams. And during that matchup, I guess we'll be able to see how well they use their players. I think Trevor Lawrence is good exactly where he's at. Travis Hunter, I don't know. Do you guys think that he's living up to the expectations that are set for him? You guys let me know, okay? Because so far, I don't think Travis Hunter is doing anything that he's not supposed to do, right? I don't think he's doing anything that he's not supposed to do. You guys, I may be wrong. You guys might think I'm way off with this. But again, feel free to let me know. Please feel free to let me know. I am going live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So if you want to let me know in the comments. But I think that Travis Hunter is pulling his weight. What do you guys think? I think he's pulling his weight. I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. Now, in terms of living up to the expectations that were set for him, you guys let me know your opinions on that, all right? But that's what it's looking like so far for the Jags and the Rams. I'm going to get into the matchups for today. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so we don't have any matchups for today, all right? So for the NFL, we don't have any matchups for today, but there are going to be some full play matchups for tomorrow. So I'll list those out for you right now. Like I brought it before, the Jags and the Rams, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams will be going up against each other tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. We have the Eagles taking on the Vikings tomorrow at 1 p.m. We have the Patriots going up against the Titans at 1 p.m. We have the Panthers who will be facing off against the New York Jets. The Jets at 1 p.m. We have the Dolphins going up against the Browns, 1 p.m. The Saints who will be going up against the Bears, 1 p.m. We have the Raiders versus the Chiefs, again at 1 p.m. We have the Colts going up against the Chargers at 4:05 p.m. We have the Giants who will be facing off against the Broncos at 4:05 p.m. We have the Packers going up against the Cardinals at 4:25 p.m. We have the Washington Commanders who will be going up against the Dallas Cowboys at 4:25 p.m. And then finally, we have the Falcons who will be facing off against the San Francisco 49ers at 8:20 p.m. Okay? So these are your matchups for tomorrow for the NFL. And I will get into the verse of the day. And the verse will be coming from Psalm chapter 34, verses 19 through 20. Again, the verse will be coming from Psalm chapter 34, verses 19 through 20. Verset la sorti dans Psalm 34, verset 19 à 20. Encore verset sorti dans Psalm 34, verset 19 à 20. I'll begin reading. The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. He protects all his bones. Not one of them will be broken. Allow me to read that verse for you one more time. And it reads, the righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. He protects all his bones. Not one of them will be broken. Okay, so understand that those who are followers of Christ, those who live in righteousness, those who live according to God's will, God will always be there to always nurture, right? Protect and provide for all of your needs, okay? All of it. So, knowing this, knowing that you have somebody like God who is going to be there with you, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to live like the rest of the world. You don't have to live in respective towards how other people want you to live, but as you live according to how God wants you to live, right, and accordance to His obedience, then God will be there to protect you through any and all circumstances. Okay, any and all circumstances. It doesn't matter what it is, right? God does not let His people. God does not leave His children behind. He doesn't leave His children unattended to. He's always going to be there in every single aspect of your life. Why? Because you're choosing to live righteously, right? Despite you having troubles, despite you having, certain trials or certain obstacles or certain things that might get in your way, right? That might, make your life difficult. God will always be there, okay? God will always be there. As long as you believe and understand who God is and what He can do for you in your life, as you continue to live righteousness, no matter what troubles that you may be going through, God will always be there to provide for all of your needs. All of it, no matter what. He will not leave any stones left unturned when it comes to the people that choose to serve and follow Him, wholeheartedly, without any doubts in their mind or in their heart at all. God will always be there to provide for you. He's always 5, 10, 20, 100, 1,000 steps ahead. Always. So we never have to worry about anything, even our troubles. Why? Because God will always be there to serve you. God will always be there to help you, right? He will always be there to provide for you, to provide for your needs, whatever the needs may be, okay? Mwen nou tout pou kompon sa. Depi ou sa ou moun ki toujou obéi avec bon Dieu, ou toujou servi bon Dieu bien dans tout sa wap fè, ou pa bezwen pè pou n'importe sa ka prive ou, tout bagay mal ka passe dans la vie ou, tout bagay ki difficile ka passe dans la vie ou pa bezwen fè kè ou sote, parce que depi ou konnen depuis ou konnen ki bon Dieu ap servi, ou pa bezwen pè anyen, parce que bon Dieu ap toujou point soin dans toute façon dans la vie. C'est ça que besoin pour comprendre. Dans toute façon dans la vie, bon Dieu a point soin. N'importe même là où tu as passé en pile misère, même là où tu as passé en pile, parce que nous tout gain problème chaque jour dans la vie nous. Côté nous pensons nous pas qu'à supporter la vie. Mais bon Dieu il connaît qui ça qu'à supporter. Bon Dieu seul connaît qui ça capable supporter. So bon Dieu pas quitter rien passer sous côté il pas qu'à aider là-dedans. OK? So depuis ou connaît qui bon Dieu a servi et puis depuis ou servi bon Dieu bien, depuis ou servi bon Dieu bien, depuis ou obéi avec tout ça bon Dieu dit pour faire, bon Dieu a point soin, il pas jamais laguer en route et puis l'a toujours aidé dans toute façon dans la vie, OK? Dans toute façon dans la vie, bon Dieu a continuer aider. Ça pour faire seulement, c'est pour obéir avec bon Dieu et puis pour servir bon Dieu bien et puis croire dans bon Dieu, OK? Croire dans bon Dieu et puis croire dans tout ça, il est capable de faire pour, OK? Et puis depuis vous fait ça, bon Dieu pas manquer béni et il pas manquer béni famille too, OK? So again, the verse is coming from Psalms chapter 34 verses 19 through 20. Again, read it, meditate on it, apply it in your life, and God will bless you accordingly, all right? So that's it for the show today. As per usual, I love you guys. Please feel free to share this video, right, where you're watching, whether it's on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, anybody that you think would like to, join in on this, like to listen, or give their opinions about everything that has to do with sports, again, feel free, all right? Feel free to share. Share all over. Share with your friends. Share with your parents. Share with your pet alligator, your pet donkey, your pet whatever, all right? Share, share, share. And it'll be greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated, all right? I love you guys, and I will see you all on Tuesday, okay? Because for those of you who don't know, I don't only do my shows on Saturdays, but I also do it on Tuesdays as well, except Tuesdays is a little different. Tuesdays, I won't be talking about sports, but I will just be talking about random subjects or random topics, right, on Tuesdays, right? It could go to anything in life, right? So it won't be sports focused, but it will just be random topics focused, all right? So that's what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday. So if you guys want to join in, feel free to do so on Tuesday. My shows on Tuesday will be at 12:30 p.m. to 1. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And yeah, that's all I have for you. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.